So Leo doesn't love me because he was like, oh, I'm gonna quickly go get dressed, and then he closed the door. Like, you're my husband, show me your bum. But clearly he doesn't love me, so. Thanks, Leo.
I love you so much.
Lies.
What's up, rebels?
My name's Willy.
My name's Leo.
I'm from the UK.
I'm from the US.
We are engaged.
We are queer.
And we out here. Today, we are going to be answering some of the questions that you lovely rebels gave us in our community post. We asked you, ask us anything you want, don't hold back, and we'll be open to answering everything. And
Yeah.
we're like, let's do it. Or you may have noticed we are in a different kind of location. You may not have noticed. We have been sofa surfing, Airbnb-ing. We've gone from homelessness to having a home, and it's completely empty. So if there's an echo, sorry.
Thank you guys so much for being here, for supporting us. Those of you who are coming back to the channel, who've been here before, thank you so much for being here. Those of you who are new, thank you for being here. Welcome. We love you, and we hope that you stick around.
Also, thank you for 10K. What? What is happening?
It's crazy.
It's nuts. But we're so grateful. All right. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Get agenda. Get agenda. Did Leo's coming out make you, Willy, question your own gender identity? And did transition affect your, Leo and Willy, sexuality?
No, not really. I think, if anything, it strengthened my love for my journey and my identity, which is, for some people, mass presenting, if you meet me in real life, for some people, femme presenting, also if you meet me in real life, but just something in between, just a little bit of like, spice. Did transition affect your Leo and Willy sexuality? Did it affect yours?
No. There was a lot of like things that I was reading about like a lot of trans guys who experienced a change in their like sexuality when they started transition. So that was like something that was kind of like I don't know what the proper word would that be for it, but like a common misconception maybe that like it would definitely happen and stuff. So it was kind of weird because it was like I had to be like on the lookout for the signs of something like that. But then I was like, I don't feel this way. Like I'm also with you during my transition. Like it's not like I was single and like exploring dating or whatever. Maybe that would have like triggered more like questioning of something because of that stigma and that sort of like commonality. But I didn't really like feel anything change like that.
The thing is as well, you are queer, so it would be more like changing away from maybe finding women attractive, I guess is what this question is, because you're open to dating whatever. Like obviously right now sexuality is moi, but like I'm similar, just questions for both of us. I'm pansexual, so it didn't change anything. I was like, oh cool, hot or hot. Inside and out, so I win. There's nothing changed to me really. My sexuality certainly didn't change. We would definitely question yours though. I was like, threesome time. That's kind of
that was the
poly. What happens? What do we do? Because we've been poly before, so we were like, that's also something that we were potentially open to. Because the thing is with us is we're so much more than sexual attraction.
Yeah.
We have great sexual chemistry, but that we're so much more than that, and I think to build something sustainable, it needs to be more than that. So our emotional connection was too strong. Our physical connection, just hugging and not even just having sex, but are willing to date and keep dating, to go to therapy if there are any issues. I think we put the work in, so sexuality just didn't. I'm not saying that like, work through things, go to therapy and your sexuality will go back to your partner. Like, it doesn't work like that. But we had the preconceived idea already, so we tried to do the work to find out. And we had really open conversations about it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you fancy this dude or not? Do you fancy this chick or not? Like, how are we feeling?
Yeah, we kind of just like casually gauged things and like did check-ins of like, has anything changed or no, or you know, where we at and stuff. I think that's just kind of how we managed it. It was just
communication.
Yeah, and also making it like very casual in some sense of like not making it like a thing that's like such a big thing all the time.
No, literally, it was like still fancy me or a threesome.
Yeah.
Or a tag team. Those were the questions at some point. Like, just like, you know, because we still love each other. And I know that, like, even if he's like, he went through something where he was like, oh, I really just need this energy right now. I don't think that would have meant he stopped loving me. I mean, it would have been a problem for us because we're monogamous. But just lust itself isn't enough to usurp love. Like, we can always have attractions in a relationship anyway, regardless of anything. You know, you could always be like, oh, that person's cute, that person's cute. And at the end of the day, it's what you act on. So we were strong enough in our communication to at least avoid anything like that happening, I think. Yeah. How did Leo come out as trans to Willy? What was that journey like? Did Leo experiment with gender leading up to it? What are your biggest changes in your relationship since Leo came out as trans? And sorry if it's too personal, nothing but peace and love. Not personal at all, Katie. Adore you. Also, Katie is a lovely person who drew some fan art, so I'm actually going to put a picture of it here because it's insane. Leo didn't come out as trans to me at all.
Yeah, I mean...
I misgendered you by accident when I first started speaking with you. And then you said he. I said, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that was
pretty much it.
I don't think we ever had a conversation. Anything else. I was like, cool, he.
Yeah.
Got it.
Which, for context, we were also in like a social space, like an online social space where it was very common for us to also kind of like give introductions to like who we were and stuff. So there was like kind of like a little bit of a baseline of like we already knew each other before we started speaking, just in that space. So it kind of took the like initial, for me anyways, like from my perspective, it took some of the initial anxieties of like, how do I bring this up? It kind of brought that down at least like a level or two, to where it was like, oh, it's still like, because I was also like, this was me pre-teen, like this was earlier on in my...
Did you feel awkward to correct me? Or was it just... Do you even remember?
I think I was probably like a little bit awkward, but like not as bad as like when I first started to like present like the way that I like feel comfortable and like using my correct pronouns and stuff. Like I remember when I first started, I was like, how do I and still sometimes depending on the setting I'll like
I know
not correct someone.
I will.
Yeah, she corrects people more than I do.
I will.
Yeah.
They're like, it's fine, like, it's not fine. Excuse me, sir. Sir. Just when you come back, it's sir. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and have you just continue to misgender my husband. But yeah. You never came up to me. It was just, I just made an assumption. Terrible, I know. But it was years ago. Let me live. If you look at someone and you have, because it's all very surface level. We're on WhatsApp. We're in a WhatsApp group. And I'm like, wow, he's fucking hot. And then, you know what I mean? And then you're like, oh, actually, this is who I am. Like, what happens to people? Do they just go, ugly? I'm like, physically, nothing changes. I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah, so you're hot. It's like, all that changes now is your pronoun. It doesn't change how I see you or the fact that I still want to talk to you. But yeah, that's how Leo came out as trans to me.
Yeah, pretty much.
In terms of like a biggest change, I would say that like we had to go through the process of, you know, in the beginning of you taking testosterone, there was a lot of like heat, there was a lot of horniness, there was a lot of hanger. We squabbled so much because he was just running on red heat.
I was the hormone monster.
Yeah, he was a hormone monster. It was the worst. But that was the only change I think I can remember, being like, oh, this guy's getting on my damn nerves. Love him though, but where was this in the manuscript? Where was this in the tea box? Like, you know what I mean? But no, he was, that was the only part I think where we bickered a little bit, but I don't really know what else has changed.
Yeah, I think if anything, maybe like...
It's always been trans since I've met you.
Yeah. That's what kind of like blurs some lines a little bit with questions like this. I mean, this whole journey has been something that we've been going on like since we first got together in a way. And it's also something that I started before I met you. But of course, like in terms of like medical transition, we were together when I started that, and you were a big part of that. Like I attribute a lot of that to like your support and your love that you have for me, and how you were able to like help me give myself the
Kiss
space
my
to
lips in 3 seconds, or you don't love me. 3, 2, 1. That was cute.
love you.
That was really cute.
But yeah, biggest changes, I think honestly, like me maybe like fitting more into like some more masculine roles, just more naturally maybe. Like I think our dynamics just changed slightly in terms of our energies.
I've become his.
No, not at all. Not at all. We're just two kings in a queen size bed, so.
Oh, we're 2 queens and a king size.
Other way around, though.
Both of us are campus fat. We're like masculine, we're like.
You're not supposed to know, babe. Yeah. Anyway, so. But
yeah, no, nothing really changed much. Leo's trans, I'm cis, yeah.
Oh, here's something that changed, give me injections.
Oh yeah, I inject him.
She stabs me.
Sometimes when we've had an argument, I'll be like, are you ready for your injection? It's my little way of getting, I'm like, I feel better after this. If someone asked you to recommend them a good song, what would you recommend?
Oh, that's such a hard question. There's so many songs. There's so many.
Oh, God. I like Bananas Tweenies. That's my favourite song when I was 8 years old, and we still sing it now.
I love bananas.
Yeah. I love bananas. Custard and jelly. Banana. Oh, I know a good song.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, okay, this is really, there's this really, really cool song, right? Especially, you guys are queer, right? So there's this cool song right now on Spotify called Queer Rage, written by Leo and Willy. That's the song we recommend. Go listen to that, stream that, go do it, go use it for your TikToks, your shorts, wedding dances, all the above. That's the song we recommend.
That's the one.
What?
Up, rebels!
Let's go! Put my finger right up, by fire. We exist or resist, queer rage coming at ya higher. Inspire.
Hey.
You're obsessed, want to suppress, but we'll
Never back down. Never back down. Never back down.
It's all the same person. How was it like surviving off Airbnb and couch surfing? Skip if uncomfortable.
Oh.
No, we're fine. We're chill.
We here. We out here.
We out queer.
We out queer. We couch queer.
We couch queer. We had different experiences. We're in different countries, and then
There's a lot of temporariness.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
so
think
it's very difficult.
yeah, we were both with people who loved us. That's what I'll say. At different times, and I think my biggest worry was when I was about to come here, because then that's when Leo lost his ability to stay where he was, and I was like, oh crap, I was just about to fly here, so it was a mess. That was a scary period for sure. But besides that, it's just been very temporary. I was saying to a friend of mine before that like I have been, like my friend gave me a bedroom. She gave me a room to sleep in. I've been on sofas, I've been in Airbnbs, I've been in all of that. And some of them have been luxury and some of them haven't, but still they've been really kind. And I couldn't sleep properly on any of them. Like I had terrible night's sleep. And then we came here and we were on this like air bed that like every time you make a noise it moves. We're currently on the floor on a floor pillow. We've got a pillow and a bed, air bed in our house. That's all we've got. And it was the best night's sleep I've ever had. I slept for like 10 hours. Me? I don't sleep for 10 hours. Like that's just, I rely a lot on sleeping pills or 420 things. But I slept amazingly. So it was hard, it was temporary, it was scary, but it got us here. And so it was worth it.
Yeah, and we did definitely make some like cool connections along the way that we will be like cherishing for time to come. So like, it brought on a lot of good as well. even though there was a lot of stress.
Our favourite Airbnb host is 10 minutes away from us. And so...
We love her so much.
We love her so much. We were her first guest, and she was our first guest as well. Yeah. She came with like a pot for us and just little things that we didn't even think of. But she's such a mum. She was like, "Oh, my kids are off by themselves."
Yeah, she gave us like kitchen roll.
She gave us kitchen roll, like, toilet roll,
yogurts, and
she gave us yogurts.
She's so
sweet. Yogurt.
Your American accent is such a Valley girl accent.
What do you mean? Yeah, she's great. But it was okay. It was okay. Yeah. Well, it was okay. Any tips for college students, future me users?
I'm gonna make an assumption that you mean like U.S. college, like university.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Like, I'm assuming that's what they mean.
I don't know.
I'm not quite sure where you're from, but I'm guessing this is about like maybe like moving out and being on your own stuff. Mm-hmm. If I have any advice, maybe don't be afraid to be out of your comfort zone. That's the best way to make new connections, make new experiences, and find new friends. What else? What's a piece of advice from you?
I'm giving you advice based on if they were from the UK and college was the other one, just so you can have an answer for whatever it is you mean.
Because that one does also apply if you're in UK college as well. Make friends and be open to things.
Absolutely, but UK over here isn't university, so you go home at the end of the day. It's similar, though, make friends, be open to new things, but also push yourself a little bit. I don't think that anybody learns anything in comfortableness. You have to get a little bit uncomfortable. You're going to have to really get out of your comfort zone. I'm not saying to the point of change who you are. You know who you are, stick with that, you know what works, but push yourself a little bit, because that's where you're going to grow. You're going to grow the most in discomfort. And find your tribe, and also let your tribe find you. Don't try and settle for anything that doesn't feel right. Sometimes in the beginning of new educational experiences, you sort of just hover to whoever you find in the first week until you find your tribe. That's also okay to do. It's okay to just move around until you find your people, and don't settle for less. The right people will find you, but they will only find you if you are yourself. If you aren't yourself, they're going to find whoever it is you're pretending to be, and you might not connect with the right people. So be yourself, please.
100%.
Yeah. Mum and Dad love you.
Yeah.
And then that's one more question. Favourite colours from each of you?
Ooh. Buddy the Elf, what's your favourite colour?
Who's it? 3, 2, 1?
Oh, wait, okay. I have to decide on what my favourite colour is. It always changes.
Same, oh my god.
It's really hard to pick one.
There's 2 in my head floating around right now.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Green. That was not planned.
That really wasn't. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
My second one I was thinking of was maroon, personally.
Yes, that is your other favorite. My other favorite was blue.
I know.
Yeah. Looking back on your life before you came to terms with being trans, are there experiences you lived that you now attribute to being trans? I.e. discomfort, possibly feeling like you don't fit in, etc. One of the things like pretty early on that I can think of is like in elementary school, I had this like vision in my head of like, if I could, like, okay, y'all know those like flip book thingies where it's like a page that's divided.
This is crazy, I've heard this story so many times, but I love it every time. Just tell it.
So okay, like imagine like a picture book, but it's one of those ones that's like divided into like 3 sections for a page, and they have like the different things. You can mix and match like a page. And it's maybe like building a character, like a head, a torso, and legs. I wanted that for myself. I was like, I would really like if I could just have like a flip book for my body that I could just like flip it to the boy part, like, and not have a chest and stuff like that. And then like when I became a mom, because I was like, the only way to be a parent for me is to be a mom. So I was like, then I'll like put the boobs back on when they're of use to me. I was like, I don't need them, and then when I need them, I'll put them back, and then like that'll be fine.
That's really cute.
That's what I really wanted.
3 is how old for my UK watchers?
It's
or anyone who isn't from the US.
So let me fact check real quick, because I never know. Between the ages of 4 to 11 or 4 to 12.
Okay.
How
old were you?
I was probably like, I feel like 7 is a pretty good guesstimate. But yeah, I think that's like maybe one of the earliest things that I can think of that's like, oh yeah, that was definitely a trans thing. I think that like maybe not everyone thinks about that at that age, but there I was. Willy, do you feel as though your love for Leo pushes your passion further when it comes to discussing trans-related issues here on YouTube? And do you think that you would have come into the topic regardless of Leo's transition? Why or why not?
I think Leo's transition pushes it more. I definitely think it enhances my passion. I think that's a very, honestly, just self-aware, me being real with you. But I don't think it would have, like if I wasn't with Leo, I don't think it would have prohibited me still speaking about trans lives. I've been doing that my whole life. Away from YouTube, my platform back in the days when I used to use social media more was musical theatre world. In the UK at least, I'm known for being that marketer, social media person. So I've always used a platform to promote trans lives and to promote LGBTQ lives in general. So Leo didn't create that interest, but he certainly perpetuated it. Once I fell in love with a trans person, people's transphobia hurt more. That's me being honest with you. I was like, whoa, like before I would see it and it would hurt me and I would talk about it and I would use my platform to go against it. Now it hurts me in a completely different way. Now it's like, oh my God, like my person, he just exists. Why do you hate him? That hurts me. I'm like, oh my God. That pisses me off. Like that gets me. So that bit means that like I will always speak up because I know you're not. Like not mine. But Leo aside, one thing I know for myself is, and I don't say this as a me and Leo are going to be together forever because we want to be and we aim to be, but I'm always very, very like, I trust the planet. If something happened between me and Leo, that wouldn't stop my passion for talking about these issues. I would just continue. So Leo is not the be-all, the end-all of my passion for LGBTQ matters in general, but he certainly perpetuates and reinforces my stance on a lot of things. Am I boring you, sir?
I'm so sorry. I was really
You really tried. He was like,
I was really trying to hide that. I don't know what to
It's okay. It's okay, you yawn every time we film.
I know, I don't know what
It's
it is.
crazy.
I think
Is it because I bore you?
no, it's not. I think honestly, like my brain is more awake because of like lights and camera and action.
But yeah, that's the answer to my question. Alright.
Yeah.
Next question?
Yes.
Do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
That's what you're doing.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we've got quite a few questions from this person. One is about how did you meet, how long have you been together. That one we have done quite a few videos. We met online, we've been together for some years now. Who proposed to who is one we haven't like, well we have a video about that, but
we do have a video. Yes. So I proposed to this one. We were with family. We were here in the States. We were out at breakfast. We do have a whole video on this as well. I vlogged it. So you can go and watch it and see the actual proposal. But to give you an overview, yeah, I was very nervous. Very nervous but excited. If you've seen the SNL skit with Zac Efron, if you know, you know. I was nervous but excited, and so
I don't actually know it, I'm just laughing for support.
I'll show it to you.
Okay.
It's funny, you'll like it. But I was so nervous. I was like, that was my like internal monologue for like the entire morning. And I had the like ring in my pocket the whole time, and I was like waiting for the moment, and I was like, it's gonna come to me, it's gonna come to me, the moment is going to come, and it's gonna be the perfect moment, I'm gonna know it, and it's gonna be there. And I was just like, yeah, it's time. And so like family members kind of like secretly got into positions with cameras and stuff, and then I like very nonchalantly was like walking around and like disguising my moving by like being like, oh, I'm gonna go just give the babies a hug, or I'm gonna, you know, do that kind of stuff. And then I came around to your side and I was just like, got down on one knee and I was like, will you be my best friend forever? Because that's who you are. You're my favorite person, and you're my best friend, and I always want you by my side. So
I said no. So
and you said screw you. And you said yeah.
I said, oh my god. Off. Shut up.
That is what you said.
That is what you said. Shut up. I just couldn't believe it.
Shut up.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. We have got so many questions. I think we might have to do a part 2.
Yeah, you guys are amazing. We have so many questions. A lot of you left multiple questions as well. So thank you guys so much for putting in so much effort.
Should we do one more?
Yeah.
And then we can do the rest as a part 2.
Yeah. If you guys give this, how many likes should we?
200.
200 likes, and we will do a part 2.
Yeah.
To this.
Got 10 more questions or something like that.
Yeah, there's quite a few left.
Okay, let's go for the last one. Should we just Oh, I'm off the app.
Oh no.
Oh, I scooted my way over to Google.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Was you worried you wouldn't be attracted to Leo after he started medically transition? Was you worried? Yes, I was. I was like, oh crap, this is a thing. I didn't know people had this. But then I was like, oh god, I fancy him anyway. As long as he stays a good person, because I really am attracted to someone's soul. It just happens to be that this soul has a host that's also very attractive on the outside. So it doesn't make me sound like, I was like, oh really, you're into inside when he looks like that. It's like, yeah, I am actually. He just happens to also look like that. And so, yeah, he's maintained himself. We've had arguments, we've had periods in our life where we haven't always been the best. We're just a normal couple. And we've worked through all that. So for me, it's physical thing, it's not so much a thing for me. It's more about, as long as you don't change as a person. If you change as a person, I'm then required to just be in love with this new person. But if you're the same dude and your face is changing, you're feeling happier and you're more fun, then sounds hot. Sounds like great conversations, more happiness and better sex.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's the best way to say it.
Yeah, I think it's I wasn't becoming a different person. I was just becoming more of who I was already. More of myself, basically.
And I love him. So that's only a good thing. It's like you get more of the person and more of the person without a depressive cloak. So you see even more of them. They just shine brighter. So no, I was Worried, yes, because that's the truth. And that was very quickly gone.
Yeah. I think there were a lot of anxieties around the first couple of months, and maybe leading up to maybe in the month leading up to me starting transition as well, where we were kind of just bombarded with a lot of research, education, but also reading a lot of testimonials, a lot of different people's experiences, and with that came a lot of anxieties about certain experiences that other people had or may have. And
it was just a lot of breakups on groups, and we were just wait, what?
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of people being
it won't last.
You will not have a relationship any longer if you transition, and blah blah blah. It was a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, we got an email from a sponsor.
Ooh.
That we haven't responded to. As in we've got to do something for them. Our next sponsor is going to be in the sponsor that we're talking about will be in the deep dive that we do. We have basically recorded the first half of the deep dive in an Airbnb, and then we've moved to here and we've got nowhere to re-record, so the second half will be like this. But that's what we can give you. It will still be, we hope, of the same work and quality, and it just won't be this visually pretty. But to be honest with you, we've been recording with plain walls anyway, and with a couple of cushions just so we can sustain the majority of our videos. But this is irrelevant. We've got to say goodbye.
Yeah.
It's time. The time has come. The time has come to say goodbye. I love you so much.
Thank you for putting up with our weirdness and being here.
Yeah. Drink water.
Eat Karoots. If you made it this far, comment what your favorite color is. That's what I was gonna say.
I knew it. You gave it to me.
I did. Yeah. We have same brain moments, so
it happens all the time.
We download information from each other and we send secret messages. It's very fun. So that was one of those moments. But yeah, comment below. What is your favorite color? because I wanna see.
All right, love you. Drink water.
Love you. Eat carrots.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.